So everyone is okay. I hope everyone is okay. So in this tutorial, I'm going to take you through the Python programming language. So this is going to be like an introduction to the Python programming language. But before I take you through that, first we need to know what the Python programming language is. So the Python programming language is an interpreted programming language, and what that means is that the code, when you write code, it's going to be executed while the program is running, not like compiling it. So for it, the code is compiled while running. So there is a format that the code is compiled in that we won't look at this point, but I think in the nearby future you might come across something similar to it. So anyway, by the time you reach there, you will know that is the binary format, just the binary format of Python. So, but for now, we are going to simply focus on the interpreted part. So we are going to be writing our code in the Vim editor. So this is my favorite editor, but you can use any editor on Android. For example, we have a code, we have some other integrated development environment you can use. So since I'm using Vim, I'm gonna use it in Temax. So you need to install Vim in Temax, then you install Python in Temax. So I'm not going to cover those in this video. In this video, I'm going to be introducing you to Python. So let's go to the Python. Let's go to the Python website. So it is python.org. So python.org. So this is the website I'm trying to get to. So this is the Python website. Here there are different sections you can visit. So you have the Python Software Foundation, the docs, the PyP, the jobs, the community, Python as a whole. So then when you scroll down, you can donate. Of course, I actually love how Python made it. It's free, so you donate at your own. So if you are willing to donate, fine, you can click and donate. So now we are going to look at the Python. So Python has different distributions, so it can be installed on most operating systems. So you can download it. So you can download its binary here and install it. So or actually it is the Python source code and installer are available for download for all versions. So that's for all versions. So but since my environment is already set up, I'm going to just go straight to the docs. So when reaching the docs, you will be shown the latest version for the documentation. So this version is 3.14.2. So but from my system, if we are to check on my system what we see, so if I'm to check the Python version on my system, so it is 3.11.1. so I will need to use this version of the documentations, at least something similar to that, but not anything later. Of course, anything later may be the basics, but for something advanced it would be totally different. So, and actually the basics, it will also be somehow different. So I'll just switch to what I have. Let me see, 3.11 is here. Of course, this version can be anything, so you can come and switch to 3.8, which is actually stable but old. So this document is for an old version of Python and no longer supported. So you need to switch to something that is supported. So of course this code can run in 3.11. The code this version shows. So this tutorial, once you read this tutorial, you can still run code running Python 3.11. So, but I will use this just because I have Python 3.11. So this is the documentation for Python. It is divided into different sections. So there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So we have 16 sections. And all those sections, we are going to be covering them as we progress. So first section is all about whetting your appetite, taking you through what Python is really all about. Python, for me specifically, Python is more about automating the boring stuff. There is no better programming language that does it better than Python. So actually, from the documentation, you can see that if you do much work on a computer, eventually you would find that there is some tasks you would like to automate. For example, you may wish to perform searches and replace over a large number of text files, rename, rearrange a bunch of photos. Perhaps you'd like to write a small custom database or specialized GUI, graphical user interface application for simple games. So all that can be done with Python. For games, Python has a library called Pygame. So you can use Pygame to develop games for Python. So Python is also extensible. You can extend it with these programming languages. And of course, you can write different programming languages for that. So, okay, so, yeah, so actually, this is very true that for these programming languages, C, C++, Java, you will need to compile the program. And then when, for example, the program has a bug somewhere, you will need to fix that program and again rerun the same steps to compile it and then use the binary. But for Python, you simply make a change somewhere and boom, you run the program runs. No compiling steps, no what, no binaries. It's just that Python, you have the code, uh, you run it, you see the results. That's it. So if you love automating, Python is for you. So uh, let's go deeper. You could also write a Unix shell script or a window batch file for some of these tasks, but shell scripts are best at moving around files and changing text data. So not well suited for graphical user interfaces. Of course, you can't write. Maybe there is something, but for all the years I have spent, I have never seen a graphical user interface built with Bash or shell script. So maybe a text-based user interface, something like a TUI, maybe something like that. But for a graphical user interface, then I've never seen any built with Bash. So you could also write games, as I've said. Python is simple to use, but it's a real programming language, very real. And actually, when you are coming from other programming languages, for example, C, C++, those programming languages are kind of strict on their typing. So But Python makes it so easy. So you don't have to make a lot of type declarations. As long as you know what you want, you write it and boom, that's it. You get it. So Python also offers much more error checking than C, uh, and being very high level programming language, it has high level data types built in, such as flexible arrays and dictionaries. Because of its more general data types, Python is applicable to much larger problem domain than Awk or Perl. So these are programming languages that were specifically made for certain problems, but for Python is a general purpose programming language. So it can solve a wide variety of problems. So Python allows you to split your program into modules that can be reused in other Python programs. It comes with a large collection of standard modules that you can use as the basis. So the standard modules, they're actually meaning, if we go back, uh, this is the standard module, the standard library. So the standard library is composed of different modules you can use in your Python programs. So we have built-in functions, built-in constants, built-in types. So we have so many things that are built in. So CSV, TA, netrc, pylib, uh, we have JSON, we have so many text parsing libraries, HTTP libraries, multimedia, uh, Tkinter is specifically for graphical user interface. So if you want to develop a graphical user interface, Tkinter is for you. So uh, we have development tools, typing, PyDoc for documentation. We have so many unit tests for writing tests for your programs. Have so many. We have the debugging and profiling. We have the BDB. We have the time it. All those. Just know a very long list of modules you can use that are already built in Python that you can use without rewriting them from scratch. So let's go back to the tutorial. So we're whetting your appetite. So let's sit with Python. So as I told you, Python is a interpreted programming language. It can save you considerable time during program development because no compilation and linking is necessary. The interpreter can be used interactively, which makes it easy to experiment with. Yeah, so that's all you need to know about Python. Just the basic understanding what Python really is. It's just something like everything is already built in. So the primary functionality for anything is already built in. So all you need to do is import that, uh, arrange it in a given format or a certain way so that you can accomplish what you want to do. So that's what Python is all about. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video.